Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Jackie Wambiro. Sign language interpreter is Lucy Maur. Now remember, you can interact with us on our Twitter handle at KBC Channel 1 or at Jackie Wambiro. Now to kick us off, the counties of Nairobi, Nakuru, Kajiado, Kiambu and Machakos have been put on lockdown with effect midnight tonight. President Uhuru Kenyatta declared the 5 counties disease-infected zones and hence banned any movement in and out of the 5 as a combined block. Curfew hours in the 5 counties have also been adjusted to begin from 8 p.m. effective Saturday, the 27th, but will remain at 10 p.m. in other 42 counties. President Uhuru Kenyatta, who outlined new measures to fight the coronavirus, said the 5 counties accounted for the highest number of confirmed COVID-19 infections, forcing him to take the unprecedented move to save lives.
In a move aimed at controlling the spread of COVID-19 infections in the country, President Uhuru Kenyatta has announced a number of measures to take effect midnight. In the new containment measures, the counties of Nairobi, Kajiado, Kiambu, Machakos and Nakuru have been put on lockdown as one block. This meaning that there will be no travel by either air, rail or road into or out of the combined 5 counties which have been declared disease-infected zones. The head of state saying the directives were key in averting a national health crisis as the 5 counties accounted for 70% of the confirmed cases in the country.
Ni changamoto kubwa kuona kama umefungiwa na unaambiwa usikaribie marafiki, ndugu, usitembee, usifanye mambo mengine. Lakini kwenu, ombi langu, tuvumilie kwa muda huu mfupi, huu ugonjwa utupite.
Additionally, curfew in these affected 5 counties is set to begin at 8 p.m. and end at 4 a.m., with the other 42 counties continuing with their normal curfew hours.
And in the rest of the country, it shall remain at from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. as is currently the case. This again shall be effective as of midnight tonight.
The president has also banned all in-person meetings of the cabinet and its committees except the National Security Council. Meetings and gatherings of any nature remain suspended in the 5 affected counties.
That all physical and in-person as well as congregational worship in all places of worship in the counties of Nairobi, Kajiado, Machakos, Kiambu and Nakuru stands suspended until otherwise notified.
The president has also suspended all physical learning in all education institutions except for candidates sitting for exams and those in the medical institutions.
There shall be an immediate suspension of all ongoing physical learning in all our education institutions, including universities and tertiary and vocational colleges, other than for candidates sitting for their examinations and those in medical training institutions until otherwise notified.
Operation of bars has been suspended and restaurants and eateries required to serve takeaways.
The operations of bars and restaurants and eateries in the other 42 counties shall continue as is, but they shall at all times be conducted in strict fidelity to the Ministry of Health guidelines, failure to which appropriate action against management, staff, patrons, and premises shall be taken.
The head of state has also directed that employers allow their staff to work from home where possible and all special passes suspended forthwith.
That in light of the abuse of curfew passes and exemptions and its role in the steep increase in infections, the Ministry of Interior and Coordination of National Government, jointly with the Ministry of Health, is directed to immediately review the protocols for reissuance of curfew passes and exemptions, and in that regard, in the intervening period, all issued passes are hereby vacated.
International travel in and out of the country is not affected, but those coming into the country are required to have a negative COVID-19 PCR certificate acquired no more than 96 hours prior to arrival. The new measures come in as the president cautioned that based on recent analysis, the curve of the third wave of infections would flatten around May, hence the need to take early precautions.
Whereas the foregoing measures will indeed have some adverse effects on our economy and constrain our usual way of life, the measures are temporary and necessary to contain the spread of the disease and therefore to stop further loss of life.
Nancy Okware, Channel 1 News.